Before we begin, to all my returning viewers, always grateful for you. Many thanks for the support. To any newcomers and lurkers, do me a favor, hit that like button, consider subscribing. I pride myself on not running memberships on this channel. I don't want other collectors to pay for my toys or subsidize my work. No exclusive content. I like my videos out there for everyone to see. And to get more eyes on them, the only thing I ask in return, I just need you to press a couple of buttons. Again, I don't want your money. Your viewership is worth more to me than anything on this channel. Hugest of thanks, y'all. I put a good amount of time into this video. I hope you enjoy. What's up, y'all? This is Just Jay Hernandez, and today we're going to be taking a look at my top 10 figures for 2024 so far. Here we go. All right, y'all. So today in the house, we're going to be going over my top 10 figures of the year so far. Now, late winterish, early spring-ish, I put up something, a little short titled The Hottest Figures of the Year, because already, starting from December 31st, we had some absolute bangers creep up. No rest for the wicked. We're going from a great year of figures directly into another great year of figures. It's a beautiful time to be a collector, y'all, for real. So just to catch everyone up, I'll go through what I was digging on earlier this year. The list as it stands goes: Now, some of these guys, they're going to stay. Some of them are going to go. And before we start, Optimus Prime, Pangu Toys Prime is honorary. He's honorary. He is honorary #1 for the year. Instant Hall of Fame. He's now out of the running because the piece, it's that awesome, y'all. So with that said, let's rip in to this top 10. So, at number 10, we have the newest Hasbro Mandalorian figure. It is a terrific figure, awesome update, great posability, sweet inclusion of the soft goods cape. Now, does it stay or does it go? It goes. And he's being replaced by Sharon Carter from the Marvel Legends Shield 3-pack. Now, like I said in my top 10 so far Legends video, I have no affinity to Agent 13. I just like lady figures that can move well. And for me, if I'm gonna have a Hasbro figure in the top 10, it's gonna be this one. Cause for a mass market figure, this widow body just impresses the heck out of me. Like I've been saying since last year, more of this, Legends team, please. At number 9, we have Scarlet Spidey. Does he stay or does he go? He goes. Sorry, Ben, I love you, but you're now being replaced by something big. And when I say big, I mean big. Big for a MAFEX figure. We've got Bane from the Medicom MAFEX line. And yeah, man, this one was greatly anticipated. And I gotta give it to MAFEX for finally making something with a little size, cause I'll be super upfront about this. I've gotten really complacent with MAFEX. Sculpt is great, paint is usually, it's okay, articulation is always outstanding, but after a while, things were getting a little stale for me. All their figures are great, don't get me wrong, but there wasn't really anything that was setting my world completely on fire. I mean, you've handled one MAFEX Spider-Man, you kinda handled them all, but Bane, y'all, makes me so glad that they didn't chicken out on this. I love it. Your typical MAFEX figure, possibly with even cleaner paint, but man, the size on this, the size is just impressive. And seeing that we have this now, I'm happy to see they're following suit with Doomsday, possibly in the future, a Kingpin to go along with Daredevil as well. Coming in at number 8, we've got Frazetta Girls Icon Collectibles Darkwolf. Does it stay or does it go? It stays. Now, what can I say about Darkwolf? Absolutely killer figure, outstanding sculpt, true to the source material. It's like it popped right out of the tune itself, y'all. Only reason why it's in the back 5. I would have loved just a wee bit more articulation, but I get it. You don't want to break up the sculpt, and for what it is that we have here, hey, it gets the job done. But if we had had just a bit more, this would have been top 5 material, for real. Still, being in the top 10, definitely an awesome, awesome place to be. I cannot wait for more offerings from Fire and Ice, and maybe more. Coming in at 7, we've got 2B from Axie Toys' 12 Bones line. Does he stay or does he go? He stays. This dude is too weird to go. He's gonna be sticking around for a while. I love the whole Steamboat Willie vibe. The soft goods are solid, articulation is on point, paint on the head sculpt is superb. Only reason why it's back 5 instead of front 5, these hands are a bit of a pain in the butt to take on and off, but other than that, a top-notch figure. And incredibly unique. I love stuff like this when it's done well, and I gotta hand it to Axie Toys. This guy is done really, really well. You can tell a lot of care went into this line. All right, coming in at number 6, we've got Classified Duke. A great, basic Joe figure that hits all the right notes. Great articulation, awesome accessories, clean paint. Does it stay or does it go? It goes and is being replaced by the Royal Guard representing Savage Crucible. Really, this whole line is excellent, but if I had to pinpoint on one, I love this guy. Anyway, what I admire about this figure is that it has everything going on for it that Duke had. It's 100% on paint, on sculpt, accessories, but what it has over your typical military figure is that it's so out of the ordinary. Even in terms of fantasy figures, I absolutely dig how far the Savage Crucible team went with sculpt and paint alone. But when you add in ridiculous amounts of articulation and beautifully painted accessories, oh yeah, man, it's full frickin' race games. This goes hard, y'all. I love new lines, and I'm excited to see where Savage Crucible is going from here. Congrats, y'all. Y'all got a winner of a line on your hands. All right, the halfway point. Thanks for hanging in, y'all. Hopefully this hasn't been dragging on too long. Coming in at number 5, we've got Megatron from YOLO Park. Does it stay or does it go? It stays. It stays. With Pangu Toys Prime gone, I had to have something here repping Transformers, and YOLO Park Megatron is the candidate. And what's kept this guy here is the amount of stuff and the amount of quality you get for $50. Now, Megatron is built solid. Some parts are die-cast even. Plenty of mobility, comes with so much stuff. And overall, man, it just looks good. Value. Sometimes you just can't beat the value of a good figure. For most of us in our 30s and our 40s, we have no problem shelling out, $80 to $100, $120 on MAFEX, MEZCO, figure arts and whatnot. So it's a nice change. It's a nice change of pace when you're spending half that on something that's just as terrific for a fraction of the price. It's a breath of fresh air and a sigh of relief. Not just for you, but for your wallet. And speaking of paying hundreds of dollars, coming in at number 4, we've got MEZCO's TMNT. And I can confidently say that these guys are indeed staying. They stay. I think Mez took a terrific turn with their turtles. Now, not so much their Toon-inspired turtles, but that's another story. But these first-run turtles, oh yeah, man, they're winners. They're the perfect combo of old toy meets Mirage comic book meets new school. They just look so freaking tough, man. A beautiful update for all us turtle heads, and a terrific stab at true premium when it comes to sculpt, paint, accessories. The set is an absolute winner. And for those of y'all who missed it and wanted it, I get it. I totally get it. This set was not cheap, but thank goodness for PayPal paying for, because while I have money, I definitely am not liquid. I am a paycheck to paycheck kind of guy. I'm that irresponsible. Coming in at number 3, we've got the Rocketeer from Loose Collector and Executive Replicas. Does it stay or does it go? It goes. Unfortunately, it goes. It's a terrific piece, but I gotta keep things fair, gotta keep things balanced. We'll check you later, Cliff. You're a great figure. Honorable mention is still a sweet place to be. And taking its place, we've got something from Kyoto's amazing Yamaguchi Reveltech line. We've got Agent Venom. Now, this one has been setting Instagram and TikTok on fire. Aside from the Mezco Turtles, this is one a lot of folks were slapping themselves over for not pre-ordering on time. But yeah, man, when it comes to Reveltech, it's either for you or it's not. Some collectors, they see them as figures. Other collectors, they see them as puzzles that need to be figured out. For me, I just see it as an incredibly cool piece, and we haven't had a Flash Thompson Venom in a bit, so I'm glad Kyoto didn't drop the ball on this. In fact, it's the opposite here. They definitely knocked it out of the park. And now we get to the mysterious part of the countdown. At number 2, we've got ourselves a good old-fashioned tie. We have a tie, only because they're both from the same company, and I couldn't pick just one. I had a devil of a time trying to pick just one. So you'll have to come back this winter to see if both, one, or neither remain. We've got Venom from Loose Collector's Great Wolves line, and from the Coffin 3-Wave, we've got La Muerta from Executive Replicas and Loose Collector. And what can I say, y'all? I dig what I dig. Loose Collector gave me the goth wolf of my dreams. Jet black, frickin' vicious werewolf with size, tons of articulation, and they also gave me, by far, one of the most striking figures released this year, La Muerta. And for real, while it's awesome having something representing my culture on the shelf, there's absolutely no denying that she just looks rad, y'all. Like, she's just too dang cool looking. Did videos on both these figures. Make sure to check them out. You can see for yourself that I ain't blowing smoke or trying to generate hype where it ain't. These are just two incredibly well done figures. Hats off to Loose Collector, Executive Replicas. Terrific job on these two. They're bringing me absolutely massive amounts of joy. And coming in at number 1, it should come as absolutely no surprise. We've got the one, the only, Todd McFarland.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Kidding. Just kidding. The real number 1. We have got MBison. For now. Because he could very well be a placeholder for Jada Toys' upcoming Guile figure, but we'll get there when we get there. Anyway, yes, Bison. I love this figure, love the size, articulation is top-notch, sculpt is beautiful, extra hands, extra head, soft goods wired cape, everything you could want out of a Street Fighter figure. And there's a reason why this guy is number 1. It's the most well-rounded figure of this countdown. All the elements that make a good figure are present here. Paint, sculpt, soft goods, accessories, mounts of articulation, availability at brick and mortar shops, but also the price. The price, y'all. One of the best values in the action figure market today. I'm a big fan of this line too. Huge Street Fighter fan. Check out my Ryu video if you haven't seen it. It's one of my best. And in the comments, write, Jay's Top 10 brought me here. If you're as big a Street Fighter fan as me, you'll love the work I put in that video. But yeah, man, Bison, I dig it. Jada, they're really taking off with this line so far. I love the care they put into it, and I can't wait to finish off the roster. What they got cooking, it's looking dang sweet, y'all. From that SDCC coverage. Us Street Fighter fans, man, we are eating good in the neighborhood. All right, y'all, so that is basically all I've got for today. And come winter, all these figures are going to be defending their spots. We'll see who stays, who goes, and hey, did I forget anyone? Anything you would have flipped around on my list? Let me know in the comments. Remember, this is all just preference. Your taste, more than likely, is not in line with my taste. All things are not for all people, and that is okay. It's what makes us unique. It's what makes us different. It's what makes us collectors. And with that said, we are going to go ahead and sign off. Respect yourself. Respect those around you. We will go ahead and check you later. And as always, stay frosty.